guys. Hi. I'm on my way to brunch with my friends. I wanted to make this video because I was listening to Jackie Hill Perry's CD, which is bomb. If y'all haven't heard, what is it, Crescendo? Yeah, if y'all haven't heard Crescendo yet, go to Amazon Music or go on YouTube and you can listen to the whole thing. My favorite song is Fall Away. So Fall Away is basically a song about her friends that she's had that's come to her and said, hey, you know, I no longer believe in God, and just her dealing with that and encouraging them in that. And so I wanted to make this video about how to handle when you have a friend or a family member who was once seemingly in the faith and come to you and says, you know, hey, I no longer believe in God, and they're dealing with doubt and they're dealing with faithlessness. So I've recently been in that situation, and I think our natural inclination in that is to take offense. Like when people come to me and say, oh, I don't believe in God, or I no longer believe in God, like we're automatically offended and we're automatically on the offense, and we're throwing scriptures at them and we're telling them why they shouldn't believe what they believe. And when we react that fast out of being offended, it comes off as I'm throwing the Bible at you, I'm angry, I can't believe you no longer believe in God, how could you be so foolish? So when I was in that situation, we have to realize that no matter what is going on, this is still somebody who was made in the image of God. And because of that, we still have to love them and we still have to respond to them in love. So if you have somebody in your life that has come to you and say, you know what, I'm no longer believing God, talk to them. See what's the root of it. Find out why, what happened, like what got them to the point of, okay, I no longer believe this anymore. So when you understand, okay, this is what happened that got you to this point, because it's never just somebody wake up and say, I no longer believe in God. It's a steady pulling away from the faith. It's a steady pulling away. So when you get to the root of it and said, okay, well, what's been going on? How have you been feeling? Are you in a community of believers that when you first started feeling this, that you could have communicated it to them? So when you get to the why and the who, what, when, where, why, you then know how to properly respond to them. But when somebody comes to you with it, and you're automatically with the answers, you're automatically with the response, you're not putting your hand on the root. You're trying to remedy something without knowing the problem. That's like somebody coming to you saying, I'm sick, and you're like, girl, go ahead and take that Robitussin. But they haven't told you their symptoms. You don't know, like, you can't prescribe anything if you don't know what the true symptoms are. Like the gospel, absolutely, the gospel is always the medicine. The gospel, the true gospel, is always the answer, absolutely. But for you to walk with them through this, for you to love them properly, you need to know what happened. So in love, be patient, and in love, talk to them and find out, say, hey, what got you here? What's going on? Why didn't I know about this before? Who are you hanging around? What community are you in? Who have you been listening to? So if you know they've been listening to a false preacher, a false teacher from another faith, if you know that they've been hit with the black conscious movement, then you know how to respond to that. Then you know how to refute those teachings. So now that you know who they've been listening to, you know where to go in the word to refute that. You know what I mean? So it's absolutely heartbreaking and it's absolutely discouraging. It is, because you love somebody and you want to see them walk this out. You want to go on this journey with them. So yeah, we take it to heart. Yeah, we'll be hurt by it, but at the end of the day, realize that this is still an image bearer of God, and it's still somebody that God wants to see come to the faith as well. So move your hurt out the way and respond in a way that God will want you to respond. Don't respond in anger. Don't respond from pride. Don't respond sarcastically. Don't do that, because all that's going to do is make them say, this is why I don't believe in it anyway. This is how Christians are now, and this is why I walked away from the faith now. You know what I mean? And that's not what we want. We want to respond to somebody lovingly, and we want to understand why, so then we know where to go in the word to help that, what scriptures to give them. how to encourage them, because we took the time and we had the patience and we had the wisdom enough to say, you know what, even though I might be hurt from this, I need to see in what way I can help them, from what angle, from what direction. How can I explain the gospel to them in a way that they can understand? How can I make this more understandable to them? So, but in order to do that, then we have to be doing our part. How do you do your part? You study the word properly. You study the word properly, and that way you can communicate the word to somebody. You can defend your faith, if you will, because you know the word. You know how to walk somebody through the word properly. And that's something I really want to focus on my channel, more getting into the word, more being comfortable getting into the word, because sometimes we are so afraid of it. It seems like such a daunting task that we don't do it. And in order to love God rightly, in order to love God with all your heart, you have to know him, and the way that he allows us to know him is through his word. So if we're not reading and studying his word, how can we properly say we know and love God? But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Bye.